Howdy, partner. I'm Kurt McCurvey, and you're tuned to Faux Sports, the Sea Leagues, a nightly romp through the wide world of weird so-called sports. Well, later tonight, we're going to bring you the latest from the PGA Tour, but first, the results from the biggest race today, and yes, I'm talking about, of course, the Daytona Ostrich 200. Roll the clip. And they're off. Oh, we got a bird race. That's not foul. Holy moly poly. Did somebody order gorditas? Here comes Dixie Chick. Okay, look deep into the back. Way back Roadrunner is a big bummer. Oh, take that one to the Coyote. Taking the lead is Kim Kardashian. Sweet sassy Molassy. Who put saltwater taffy up that bird's big butt? Oh, another foul day at the Rooster Run. All right, before we close tonight, one final read. That's right, Smile. He's one of America's premier mediocre athletes, but what he lacks in notoriety, prestige, fame, or fortune more than makes up with an unusually long, and must I say it, absolutely stunningly beautiful blonde, long hair on his arm. His name? Handwork. Bentley Handiwork Elliott. Well, today is his birthday, so let's take a walk together down memory lane and revisit a top 40 memories of Bentley Handiwork Elliott.
Number 40.
One of my favorite memories is when we were playing baseball and you keep hitting the ball over the Great Wall of China.
Yeah.
39.
So many of our memories involve watching the Capitals. Probably hundreds of games, going back to the Dale Hunter era, Peter Bondra era, Chris Simon, Alex Ovechkin. But if I had to choose one memory that was my favorite amongst all of them, it would definitely be the Ranger series, Verizon Center, 2012 maybe, I'm not sure. But I think it was game 5 or game 6. We splurged, got glass side seats, and we're getting kind of belligerent, kind of rowdy. Definitely talking some smack to the Rangers, specifically that douche, Sean Avery. We were totally in his head. He had no idea what to do. Ended up drawing some stupid penalties, and the Caps ended up winning the game, winning the series. It was a great day. It was a great memory.
38.
Show me your muscles. Who are we?
Uncle B!
Who are we?
Uncle B!
Bentley, literally my favorite memory of you when you were a child is always flexing your muscles as if you were Hulk Hogan from the WWF. We love you. We're so happy you're 40 and staying strong.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Uncle B. I miss you. Can't wait to see you again.
37.
My favorite memory of Bentley is when we were in Mallorca doing front flips in the pool and throwing me up and doing handball and doing the butt shoot game. The end. Happy birthday, Bentley. I love you.
Memories of you just being the best brother, best inspiration of how to be a good friend, just overall angelic human that you are, include starting off way back when at the field club, actually on Terry Connor Field. You were playing top soccer always, and I would go to your games probably age like 3, 4. While you were in high school, and became really good friends with my friend Jackie there, and you were like, it's great to come to the games, you get to play, get to hang out with people, just right off the bat, inspiring the fun.
35.
I have 2 things for you. One is, I wanted you to know that I always have thought that your gifts have been very thoughtful and amazing. Everything from the meat slicer that you gave me, to the pogo sticks for the kids, everything just is always very thoughtful, and it's something that I aspire to be more like in my gift giving. The second thing is my best wishes. I think that you are, soaring in whatever direction that you want to go, and I hope that you're always just continue to grind in that pursuit of happiness, because you deserve it. And I love you. Happy birthday.
34.
Happy birthday, 40 years romantic. It's a huge milestone. I'm so glad you've made it. Admire your endurance, your helpfulness, and your character.
33.
Greetings, my dear friend Bentley from Atlanta. Just wanting to wish you a very, very happy 40th birthday. Hope you're having fun and enjoying life. Be well.
32.
My funniest memory of Bentley is from when he was about 2 or 3 years old and he visited our house in Rye. And he kept running back and forth to the bathroom with a toothbrush, and we were wondering what he was doing because he couldn't reach the faucet. So we followed him in there and we discovered that he had been brushing his teeth with the toilet water. You're welcome, Bentley. I love you so much and happy 40th birthday.
31.
I was pretty impressed the first time I saw you because it was here like 30, minus 30 Fahrenheit degrees or something, and you were not worried. And we had very dessert. So I don't know, then I saw you eating a turkey, like a gross, very gross, exactly. So I don't know, I'm starting to think also it might be a superhero, or maybe because we saw your arm and you have something there. Maybe you are a polar bear? I don't know, well, here it's starting to chill because it's like 110 only, and finally it's cold. Happy birthday, have a nice one, many nice memories to come.
30.
From one old man to another, happy birthday. I'll come visit you soon, buddy. Peace.
29.
Well, this video would hardly be complete without mentioning what an incredible lover you always were. I'm reminded of the time you visited in Korea, and we went out one night. We went to a park, then to a bar. There was dancing. You ended up meeting a nice young Korean woman, and it seemed like potential love in the making. You escaped with her, and then what happened again? I completely forget.
28.
Back in high school, Paul made it a practice of going out at night to check the car that you were all driving. And he would bring in, usually he'd find a case of Bud Light beer, and he'd put it on the kitchen table so that in the morning when you would come down for breakfast, it would sit there saying, busted. So at that point, Paul would give the beer that he confiscated to Uncle David, who does enjoy beer. However, Uncle David had said to us, can you at least tell them to get Coors Light because I don't particularly like Bud Light. So another night, Paul went out and he brought in the usual Bud Light, set it on the table, and you came downstairs and saw the beer sitting there, and Paul said, look, Uncle David requested, if you're going to insist on buying beer, please buy Coors Light. And so you went out to the car or wherever it was you went, and you came back in and you set down a case of Coors Light. I couldn't believe that you would go for the joke over the case of beer. You had to go bring it in just to show that, yes, we do have Coors Light. I thought that was very funny.
27.
He's a natural athlete, and whether it's soccer from age of 7 or 8, or it's on the baseball team in high school. I mean, I remember that when Bentley came up to bat, there was an electricity in the stadium, and everybody would stop and watch. He'd hit the soft roller down to third base, and by the time the third baseman threw it to first, Bentley would be rounding second on his way to third. He has just wonderful sporting opportunities. I will not be surprised when I get the phone call one of these nights that he was out playing golf with Conrad, and he was at the Pebble Beach course on the 14th hole, a 485 yard hole, par 5, and he scored a hole-in-one. I'll see it and I'll believe it.
26.
Hey Bizzle, what's up, man? It's Jeff. Happy 40th. Happy birthday, young man. Wish you the best, man.
25.
I was rummaging through my things, and I found this rather remarkable letter that you wrote to me a long time ago. The letter does have, strangely, lots of lipstick on it. I'm not sure why that is, but that's okay. Let me read this letter to you. It says, Daniel, I hope you have a great time mountain lion hunting. I think it would be fun, but I'm not old enough to mountain lion hunt. I miss you very much, and me and Thomas made a lot of Lego things, but I will see you in a year. Love, Bentley. Well, Bentley, at 40 years old, I think you are now officially old enough to mountain lion hunt, so congratulations.
24.
I remember Bentley riding around in a tractor in the backyard with my son Philip, and they both had a great time.
23.
Imagine, it's June 1st, 1982.
It was a Tuesday. It was the day when Ebony to Every by Paul McCartney was the most popular song ever. Grease 2, the sequel to Grease, was one of the most popular films.
Ricky Henderson, as a net, stole 2 bases to be the fastest ever to steal 50 bases.
And Handwork Auger died on that day. There was no Wikipedia page, so don't look him up.
But most importantly, it was your birthday, Bentley. So from all of us, happy
birthday! Woo!
22.
Bees. Happy 40th, amigo. Love you lots. Hope this birthday's the best of all birthdays. See you, man.
21.
Hi, Bentley. Happy 40th. I have a little story. I was a professional ballet dancer, as you know, and from a very young age, I could always do the splits. And you said, well, Aunt Lynn, I can do the splits. I said, really? We all are like, really, Bentley? So you come running into the room from the other room, you jump up in the air, and you fall down splat in a splits. We were all stunned. Not only were we stunned, but you were stunned. I hope you can still do the splits.
How old was he then?
Bentley, you were about 9 years old.
20.
My favorite memory with Uncle Bentley is when we were doing the ring toss onto the reindeer ears. It was very fun. You can have lots of fun when you go to Grandma's house also. I love you very much.
19.
So my second earliest memory is playing soccer and how somehow you, unlike me, scored 1 million goals in every game. And I was convinced that it was because of the training that I was giving you in the backyard. So to this day, in fact, I think that's true. So you're welcome for all of your athletic skills.
18.
I loved going to all your games when you were playing sports, and especially your soccer games. You were just so fast and so graceful to watch on the field. But one game, there was one defender who was just overly aggressive physically, and I think really was trying to take you out of the game. So at one point you were standing on the sidelines waiting for a throw in, and he was right behind you, still being pushy-shovey and just not being very nice. And you finally had it, and you elbowed him really hard. And immediately there went the yellow flag or the yellow card. And I thought, oh, well, that was worth it. It was about time.
17.
I'm standing here in our nation's capital, also known as our hometown, original one at least. I have a lot of happy memories here playing on the actual mall with you and Tom, getting egg rolls from food trucks, and just spending weekends gallivanting around the city. One of my all-time favorite memories of you growing up was when I was studying abroad in France. And similar to the antics we did in the mall, we went up to Normandy, where you needed to blow off some boyish steam and were running in and out of the bunkers, much to the amusement of my professors and fellow college peers. You have a boyish heart, and it is one of the most lovable things about you, Bentley. Don't ever lose that charm and that ability to play, because it is the spark that draws others to you. Love you so much and hope you have the best 40th birthday.
16.
I visited you when I was a junior in college, stayed with you for a week in LA, and we went to Griffith Observatory, did some stargazing. Here they are. You inspired the decorations for your birthday. And we just wandered around and then went to the Magic Castle. And whoever doesn't know this story, sorry, you're missing out, because we both just had a night, had to leave the Magic Castle because everything was crazy. And then we're wandering down these curvy little streets and ended up at Buffalo Wild Wings of all places.
15.
Benson, you old, you know what? Can't believe you're turning 40. Just wanted to wish you a happy birthday and also go take a little trip down memory lane. Pittsburgh, 2008. You had the directions on your phone to go to dinner with Troy Aikman. We went over the bridge and missed the turn. We ended up there about 45 minutes late. 3-time Super Bowl champion not happy. What a night.
14.
And if we're talking top memories of all time, I definitely have to go with Fish in Vegas, Disney's Haunted House. It was one of the best nights ever.
What's up, Bentley buddy? Jose Canseco here. I want to wish you an awesome 40th birthday. You're now a Bass brother. That's 40-40. And it's your 40th birthday. Awesome. Also, you know, some memories. Wow. It looks like one of my worst memories, or one of my favorite memories, is when you beat me in the '93 home run derby. Wow. Probably should have juiced some more. Probably should have amped it up a little bit, and then I could have beat you. I'll tell you what, I'll beat you today. If you want to go against me with home run derby, I'll beat you today.
12.
Thank you for hanging out during our rain delay in Game 3 of the 08 World Series. I mean, I don't even remember that. I mean, that's what I'm being told. I'm looking at it, they saying like it's a 2-hour rain delay, and they want me to say that knowing you were there kept us motivated, but it's a lie. We didn't know. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you, bro. But since you were there, I guess I can add you in as some part of the motivation. You know, makes you feel better. Cool. It's your birthday. That's what we do. We pick you up. We make you feel great, because after you turn 40, the next day, no one really cares. So take it all in. Just being honest with you, bro. But anyhow, happy birthday.
11.
The time that we got to spend together playing lacrosse was always a blast. I think that your speed on the field was always fun to watch, as it surprised the shit out of everybody. And you were just always like a genuinely kind person, really thinking about others way more than you thought about yourself. After freshman year, I thought you slept more than any other person I'd ever met in my life. And then it turns out, I think that was probably not just sleepiness. But then coming back after being abroad and having you join Beta and getting to kind of experience that together was awesome. But really a memory that stands out was at Reed's wedding, when we just had an amazing night. We were in an awesome place. They had a great band or DJ, I can't remember, but you were rocking the dance floor. We partied all night, and then I think we ended up. I think you ended up missing the ferry after some kind of shenanigans in the morning, but you always brought the heat on the dance floor, which was always fun.
10.
In 7th grade, when I first met you, we instantly connected. And I wanted to say, it doesn't matter whether it's like months or years that go by, we still just connect, right? It's like nothing ever happened and no time has gone by. The only difference is that both you and I still look fabulous, and we're still good athletes at the age of 40. I did want to say that I have a couple funny stories. One, it could be about drinking and maybe Sam might not remember coming home. Or two, it could be around soccer and the one time I scored more goals than you, and you were pretty upset about it. I'm not gonna lie. And I think we always knew that you were the best, but one time I won and it was awesome.
9.
Here I am at a place that we've spent many good times together, both here and across this great land of ours, here with a couple buddies of mine. Curly Lambeau, I understand he was quite the coxman. And of course, Vinny, always on my shoulder, over my shoulder. That's all that matters. But here we are.
8.
Hello, Bentley. My highlight reel features the qualities that made you a wonderful son, brother, friend, American. Starting, of course, with your physical and athletic prowess. From a very early age, you delighted your parents and wowed the world. I distinctly remember dinner table, you bounding up to do cartwheels. You scored half a dozen goals in your first soccer game. You continually got clutch hits to help Mr. Pudding's team win. And of course, you were the first family member to run and complete a marathon. Moreover, whatever you did, you always did it fearlessly. At meals, no hot sauce, jalapenos, or horseradish wherever too hot. No waves too high, no roller coaster too fast. For you, your attitude was always, come on, bring it on. Third, smart as a whip, wit so quick, spared no twits, which made being with you one of the funnest things we could do. Finally, and most importantly, your golden heart. Being Bentley means always treating others gently. Through rain, hail, wind, and snow, there's nothing you wouldn't do. There's no place you wouldn't go to help your family and friends.
7.
You know, there's the clam chowder incident. There's you putting the parking meter on my bed. That sent me back about 6 months. There's the Cuba Gooding Jr. It's a tried and true story. I think one of my favorite times was when we were sitting there and we're like, you know, we're only gonna go out tonight if the Redskins win this game. And Santana Moss miraculously caught 2 touchdowns against the Cowboys on Monday Night Football. We went out, we had an awesome time. I think we made a couple new friends, you know what I'm saying?
6.
Oh, hey, speaking of weird hookup stories, don't forget about the time at my wedding where somehow you met a nice young lass and people found you in the bushes.
5.
Our friendship's something I cherish, man. I mean, we made it to the top of Mount Fuji. Took the last train home after taking that shortcut, following those 2 dorks in the darkest night I can imagine. And yeah, or that time that that crazy ass woman climbed our tree outside our balcony and I didn't have the balls to talk to her. I sent you out there and all she wanted to do was get naked. Amazing, man. And about 9 years ago, I think you and I became really good friends. It was a good connection right away. I knew you were gonna be in my life. And about 9 years ago, we became really good friends until one night in San Francisco at the bus stop. That's when we became brothers.
4.
After I met you in 4th grade, there was everything from thrashing mountains at Chichester and Valley Road, West Road, to playing home run derby with grapefruits in your parents' driveway late one night after drinking. Sorry, Paul and Adrian. To playing NHLPA till the morning and sun came up, Diablo as well, Summer Olympics at your dad's house way back in the day. Let's see, what else was there? Everything from baseball camps to Bucknell visits to California visits, the list goes on. Too many to say right now, and probably a lot that I shouldn't say. But my fondest memory is just knowing that you are like a brother to me, and I have that every day of my life with me.
3.
I saw you and the goodbye Dan. He said I love you, but I don't love you.
2.
Well, probably my earliest memory is when I'm like 5, 6, you're 3 or 4, and we're in the front yard, and there's this guy, I feel like his name is Charlie, but I could be making that up. Anyway, he comes when Meredith is there, and he starts talking smack to Meredith, and you, being the valiant toddler that you were, took it upon yourself to punch him in the face, giving him a bloody nose, and he runs off with his friend crying. And that was just the beginning of your lifetime of acting bravely in service of others.
Number 1.
This isn't a funny memory, but it's one that has made me most proud. It's the one that I've told you many times about how the class bully was taunting, teasing I don't even know if he was being threatening to a special needs student in high school. And you had had enough. You didn't want to see this. This was not something that you liked at all. And you got up and you stood between the bully and the special needs student, and you told the bully to back off. You did this at the risk of the bully taking a swing at you or trying to deck you, but he backed down and he went away. And I have never been prouder. I thought that took courage, and it shows the character that you have and the type of man that you are. And it's wonderful.
Happy birthday.